Welcome to Central Florida. On this Rand McNally video trip, we're going to take you on an exciting, fun, and fact-filled tour of this magical southeastern state. As you can see, we'll show you those special points of interest which will provide you with the ultimate Central Florida vacation. You'll also learn important details such as what to expect in the weather, transportation, and hotel availability. This information can help eliminate many annoying inconveniences which travelers sometimes encounter. Florida is located at the southeastern corner of the United States, a tropical peninsula separating the Atlantic from the Gulf of Mexico. We will begin in Tampa, St. Petersburg, on Central Florida's west coast, move inland to the cities of Orlando and Buena Vista, and finish on the shores of the Atlantic. Central Florida offers just about everything a vacationer might want. On the west, there are romantic Gulf Coast beaches, great saltwater fishing, and family attractions. In the center, the Magic Kingdom, beautiful gardens, and SeaWorld. On the east, Kennedy Space Center, truly something for everyone. If you want to spend more time fishing or relaxing on the beach, then Tampa St. Petersburg might be where you want to stay. If you plan on spending several days at Walt Disney World or Universal Studios Florida, you might consider accommodations around Orlando. In either case, the two areas are less than 100 miles apart, so you can stay in one and still enjoy the activities of the other, all within a 2-hour drive. Now, let's begin our video journey in the West Florida city of Tampa. Described by many as the country's finest airport, Tampa International Airport is served by most airlines and numerous commuter carriers. The modern facilities maintain an efficient system of shuttle cars, escalators, and elevators to make your trip through the airport as comfortable as possible. Tampa International is within 20 minutes of downtown Tampa and less than 1 hour from all the West Coast beaches and attractions. If you're a private pilot, there are also a number of other municipal airports throughout the area servicing smaller planes. Most rental car agencies are available near the baggage gates. Also, many hotels in Tampa provide courtesy cars to and from Tampa International. Limousine and taxi service is available to both Tampa and St. Petersburg. If you like to travel by train, the Amtrak station in downtown Tampa accommodates Seaboard Coastline trains. Major bus lines also serve the Tampa area. To reach Tampa by car, the main north-south routes are US Highway 19 and Interstate 75. And from Orlando and points east, Interstate 4 is probably your best bet. Interconnections with other US and Florida highways provide easy access throughout the state. It's hard to imagine that this cosmopolitan center began as a small Army outpost. In 1824, the U.S. Army erected Fort Brooke to safeguard strategic Tampa Bay and protect the growing number of settlers. During the Spanish-American War, Tampa became the primary embarkation port for U.S. troops, including Teddy Roosevelt's Rough Riders Regiment. From its colorful military history, the Tampa of today has flourished into a commercial giant. The Port of Tampa is the 7th largest in the nation. Almost daily, ships from South and Central America unload an abundance of fruit and produce at the banana docks on the edge of town. But it was the sunshine and the tourists who chase it that really created the Tampa-St. Petersburg area boom. People now come from all over the world to Florida's famed western shores, bathed by the sparkling waters of the Gulf of Mexico. To further attract vacationers, the Tampa area has spawned some of the most unique and exciting attractions in the world, like the famous Busch Gardens. How would you like to vacation in a tropical jungle without ever leaving the country? Well, you can if you visit the Dark Continent at Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens is located at 3000 Busch Boulevard in Tampa. As you enter the spectacular 300-acre park, you'll find yourself in turn-of-the-century Africa. A true-to-life safari, Busch Gardens is divided into 7 themed areas, offering rides, animal and bird exhibits, live entertainment, shops, and games. There is the majestic Serengeti Plain, a 60-acre wilderness enclosure where more than 3,000 animals roam free. An overhead monorail provides comfortable viewing of the entire exhibit. Few creatures are more thrilling to behold than the rare white Bengal tigers. The Congo River Rapids takes the adventurous on free-floating rafts through a quarter-mile of unpredictable whitewater rapids. On this ride, you should be prepared to be thoroughly soaked by the time you're through, so you'll want to plan accordingly. The Timbuktu section of Busch Gardens features the Scorpion Coaster, a German Fest House, and a dolphin show. For the child at heart, there is also the Python and monstrous Mamba coasters, the Log Flume, and the ever-popular Ubanga Banga bumper cars. Other sections include a marketplace in Morocco, tropical bird gardens, and the villages of Stanleyville and Nairobi, where small animals reside. The Dark Continent at Busch Gardens is open year-round, and you should plan to spend a full day at the park. After you've experienced the wonder of Busch Gardens, come back to the excitement of the city, Ybor City, in Tampa's Latin Quarter. Registered as a National Historic District, Ybor City breathes with a Spanish flavor all its own. In 1886, Spanish oppression was forcing cigar makers out of Cuba. So, Vicente Martinez Ybor established the first cigar factory here in Tampa. Utilizing only pure Havana tobacco leaves, Ybor soon developed a worldwide reputation for fine cigars. The history and Latin flavor still permeate Ybor City, and a short walking tour will send you back to that colorful era. Historic markers are placed throughout the city so you can feel free to explore on your own. The Ybor City State Museum is open to the public, and here you can learn how fine hand-rolled cigars have been made for hundreds of years. Also of historical interest is the University of Tampa, located at 401 West Kennedy Boulevard. Although not established as a university until 1931, the campus has a long and colorful past. The university's administration building, Plant Hall, was originally constructed in 1890 as the Tampa Bay Hotel. It served as Theodore Roosevelt's headquarters during the Spanish-American War, and today is considered the finest example of Moorish architecture in the Western Hemisphere. Within an hour's drive north of Tampa-St. Petersburg, Wachee Springs is just off Interstate 75 and U.S. Route 19 and is open year-round. A unique water adventure, Wachee is built around an artesian spring which flows at a rate of more than 100,000 gallons per minute. The crystal water maintains a constant temperature of 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Here you can enjoy Buccaneer Bay with its water slides and sandy beach. For something really unusual, imagine a theater 16 feet below the surface of the spring, where beautiful mermaids perform choreographed acrobatics. A unique treat for the whole family, The Mermaid Magic Show can be viewed through a series of 19 plate glass windows. Afterwards, entertaining shows featuring birds of prey and exotic birds will round out your stay at Weeki Wachee. Homosassa Springs is located 75 miles north of Tampa on US 19. Homosassa Springs, in the city of the same name, is open daily and offers one of nature's more unusual phenomena. Here, over 10,000 fresh and saltwater fish swim together in the giant Fishbowl Spring, a 6 million gallon spring at the head of the Homosassa River. A floating observatory allows you to come face to face with the 34 different species of fresh and saltwater fish that populate the 55-foot deep spring. Homosassa Springs is nationally known as a haven for injured or orphaned manatees. The manatees are an endangered species of aquatic mammal, and fewer than 1,000 remain in existence. Don't miss Gator Lagoon, where you'll receive a toothy smile from each hungry inhabitant. You can watch the feeding of alligators and crocodiles 4 times daily. 20 miles north of St. Petersburg, the authentic flavor of the Greek community comes to colorful life in Tarpon Springs. Sponge diving began here in the early 1900s, when Greek divers came to ply their centuries-old trade. Although the natural sponge industry has since declined, the Greek community in Tarpon Springs is a vibrant and joyous view of a replanted Mediterranean culture. As you stroll along Dodecanese Boulevard, you may have the feeling that you're in a different time and place. The aroma of freshly baked Greek bread, the festive melodies of Greek music, and the colorful sponge boats all add to the feeling. Plan on dining at one of the many authentic Greek restaurants. Visit the shops and boutiques for some very unusual gifts. And for those seeking a seafaring adventure, take a trip aboard a sponge boat for an actual sponge diving exhibition with hard hat divers. While in Tampa, you can enjoy the charm of the area on one of the several excursion boats. These festive boats offer a relaxing and unusual way to enjoy the beauty of Tampa Bay. Most feature a variety of day cruises, as well as evening cruises, where you can dine and dance under the Florida moonlight as you cruise the harbor and bay waters. In addition to these party cruises, Tampa has a vibrant nightlife. There are a variety of fine nightclubs, and a great deal of excitement can be found in the restaurants and gathering spots of most major hotels. Tampa also has its share of special events, including one of my favorites, the Gasparilla Pirate Invasion. Florida's answer to the Mardi Gras, the Gasparilla Pirate Invasion is the maddest and most colorful event in the state. The festivities are a light-hearted tribute to Jose Gaspar, a rather colorful villain who is rumored to have buried his pirate booty in the region. Each year in early February, the Jose Gasparilla unfurls its mighty sails and storms into Tampa Bay amidst a flash of cannon fire. More fun than frightening, the pirates parade through the captured Tampa streets in ornate and fanciful floats. By daybreak, the pirate ship has retreated and returns peacefully to its dock on Bayshore Boulevard. It remains there throughout the year and is open to the public. Once you've arrived in Central Florida, you may be wondering what's the best way to get around. Although there is an extensive network of public bus lines throughout Central Florida, as well as 24-hour taxi service, we suggest renting a car for your vacation here. With the large number of attractions and the distances between them, cost of taxi service or time spent at bus stops could be prohibitive. The greater flexibility of a rented vehicle in this land of 1,000 attractions should be well worth the expense. And now, let's move around Tampa Bay to the city of St. Petersburg. Surrounded by water on 3 sides is a small peninsula known as the Pinellas Suncoast. St. Petersburg lies on the southern tip of the Pinellas Suncoast, 20 minutes from downtown Tampa. Access is provided by 3 bridges: the Gandy Bridge, the Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Interstate 275, which spans the Howard Franklin Bridge. Some of the finest beachfront in the world is within the St. Petersburg area. Miles of spectacular white sand beaches and crystal clear waters of the Gulf of Mexico have made this area a top choice for discriminating sun seekers. The variety of beachfront allows you to play paddleball on Clearwater Beach, launch a catamaran from the sands of Treasure Island, soak up a tan on Madeira Beach, or stroll along the shores as the sun sets on St. Pete Beach. Or just spend a quiet day with the pelicans and great white herons at Fort DeSoto Park, a National Historic Monument. When you visit St. Petersburg, there are a number of attractions you should consider visiting. If you appreciate tropical beauty, you might want to visit the Sunken Gardens of St. Petersburg. The Sunken Gardens are located at 1825 4th Street North and are open daily. One of the most beautiful botanical collections in the country, the Sunken Gardens feature nearly 7,000 varieties of flowering plants. Native Florida vegetation, as well as flora from every tropical country, are represented in the lush 7-acre exhibit. Flowers, trees, and tropical fruits are labeled to identify each exotic species. You don't have to be a photographer to appreciate the Sunken Gardens, but if you do want to impress the folks back home with your camera skills, this is the place to do it. The menagerie of jungle creatures ready to pose range from monkeys to macaws, and even the ponds are stocked with various species of goldfish. In the midst of this tropical setting is the King of Kings exhibit, where stunning wax figures depict the life of Christ. West of St. Petersburg is the island of Madeira Beach and a favorite shopping stop, John's Pass Village. Here, you can browse through the many distinctive shops and then relax at one of several interesting restaurants. A similar attraction for shopping is nearby Boatyard Village. Boatyard Village also offers a charming array of shops and restaurants in a rustic, seafaring atmosphere. South of St. Petersburg in the city of Sarasota are the unusual Ringling Museums. There are actually 3 Ringling Museums and a theater here, all set on 36 landscaped acres of tropical gardens. The John and Mabel Ringling Museum of Art is Florida's official art museum. Housing an inspiring collection of Baroque masterpieces, the museum itself is a work of art, a stunning recreation of a 15th century Italian villa. Both children and adults will love the Museum of the Circus, a collection of artifacts dedicated to preserving the circus that was. Who wouldn't want to live the life of a 1920s multimillionaire, if only for a few hours? That's how you feel as you tour the magnificent Ringling Residence, the 3rd museum at the site. The Ringling Residence was built on Sarasota Bay at a cost of nearly $2 million. That, of course, was $2 million in 1925. After you've toured the nearly 30 finely appointed rooms, don't miss the 8,000 square foot marble terrace with a breathtaking view of the bay. Let's talk about the kind of weather you should expect here in Central Florida. Florida considers itself the Sunshine State, and there is a great deal of truth to this claim. The average temperature for Central Florida is a comfortable 71 degrees. During the winter months, you can expect daily high temperatures to be in the low to the mid-70s. Nightly lows average between 50 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. However, in Florida, there is always the risk of a sudden cold front with temperatures dropping to near freezing. If you are planning a summer vacation, expect high temperatures in the low to the mid-90s. Summer nights dip into the lower 70s. It's not uncommon for it to rain many afternoons during the summer. These showers don't usually last very long, but you should be prepared for them. And when it doesn't rain, it shines. Be sure to pack the appropriate sunscreen or lotion and a good pair of sunglasses for your trip. For the sports-minded, fishing probably draws more visitors to Florida's west coast than any other attraction. Tarpon, the silver king of Florida game fish, run from mid-May until August from both Tampa Bay and the Gulf. Many other kinds of fish can be caught throughout the area from municipal piers and bridges. Boats of every size and description may be hired for fishing in the bay or the Gulf. Check with your hotel to locate the best near you. In a land of non-stop sun, golf and tennis join fishing as top outdoor sports. In fact, golf was introduced to this country in nearby Sarasota from its birthplace in Scotland. Pros and amateurs alike will find more than 100 courses and racket clubs in the area. Can you imagine 128 miles of prime shoreline without the splashing color of sails on the horizon? From the latest in high-tech equipment to the smallest rowboat, virtually anything that floats is available for rent here. Another water sport activity which is becoming more and more popular is windsurfing. With a colorful sail mounted on an oversized surfboard, the object of windsurfing is to simply stand and let the warm Gulf breezes carry you along. Many rental fees for boats and sailboards include basic instruction for the beginner. If you would rather watch sports than work at them, there are almost always professional sports teams playing here. Avid fans know Tampa Stadium as the home of the National Football League's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Rowdies of the North American Soccer League also play at Tampa Stadium. Tickets are generally available for home games and most can be obtained through your hotel. If you're a fan of the Cincinnati Reds, Philadelphia Phillies, New York Mets, or the St. Louis Cardinals, you can watch these teams warming up for the season opener. Care to place a small wager on a sure thing or a long shot? Horse racing, the sport of kings, is held January through March at Tampa Bay Downs. Greyhound racing can be found year-round at either the Tampa Dog Track in St. Petersburg or Sarasota. And of course, there is Highlight. This unusual sport is one of the fastest and most dangerous games around. Highlight teams compete at the Tampa Highlight Fronton from December to May. The Tampa-St. Petersburg area features an abundance of fine lodgings to meet every budget, from the nationally known resorts to seaside hideaways and cozy bed and breakfast inns. You can choose the accommodations which best suit your vacation plans. Whatever your choices, you should book your reservations well in advance, especially through the peak winter months of January through April. During non-peak months, September through December, hotel rates may be reduced as much as 15 to 30% below peak rates. Condominiums are also available, but once again, you should book well in advance. For a more extensive list of area hotels, you might want to contact your travel agent. When planning what to wear on your Florida vacation, you should of course dress for the appropriate season. Winter nights are usually cool, so you should consider packing some moderate weight clothing. A sweater or light jacket should do nicely. Lighter garments and swimwear should satisfy your daytime needs. For summer, with its warm to hot temperatures and higher humidities, light casual clothing is a must. However, because of the unusually reliable summer showers, a light raincoat or umbrella is a good idea for the afternoon. And if you're visiting any of the attractions here, you should expect to do a lot of walking, so make sure you bring a comfortable pair of shoes with you. This won't be the time to try to break in a new pair. Whatever time of year you visit, plan on taking along at least one stylish outfit should you decide to take in the exciting Florida nightlife. Now that we have visited the Tampa-St. Petersburg area,